Maine's snowmobiling season got off to a slow start. Many snowmobiling clubs say they are having a hard time opening or maintaining their trails. One reason, the snow we have received has been fairly light and fluffy, not ideal for sticking around for a while. So the big question right now, will the snow we are about to get be better for those snowmobilers? You know who has that answer?
Amanda Hill.
Probably.
It sounds good.
Yes, it will be.
Sounds like
It is
it'll
interesting, like the idiosyncrasies of each winter sport. We talked about this before. Like, actually, light, fluffy snow is not popular in general. Even a lot of ski areas don't like it, especially the elevated ones like Saddleback and Sugarloaf, because it gets blown off.
It doesn't stay in
like
place.
It literally blows off the top
Right.
of the mountain. So even though, so city people don't like heavy, wet snow. But
everybody
skiers,
else
yeah,
does.
you can't please everyone. Just check my inbox. But yeah, so we're going to have a couple of storms here, different varieties and modes of snow, but certainly more of it over the next couple of days. Winds are gusty here, northwest, 31 miles an hour in Sanford, 33 miles an hour in Millinocket. I try to think back through January. I feel like we did this exact thing 3 or 4 times, right? We had a front come through, strong northwest winds, a really cold night, and then a bright cold day. That's where we're going for Wednesday. So tonight we drop down to about 8-9 degrees along the coastline. I'd say about 5 or so inland, and then we'll be 5 to 10 below zero into the mountains and across northern Maine. So tomorrow's another really bright day, but if you go outside, it's not going to be warm. We'll be in the teens. Maybe we get to 20 briefly in Portland. Probably going to be a half hour or something. If we do, the mountains stay in the single digits all day. And then cold again tomorrow night, probably colder than tonight, closer to 5, 0, 5 to 10 below again in the mountains. That's the air mass that our next storm system moves into on Thursday morning. And I want to be clear that I think the morning commute is fine. So going to work or school is not going to be an issue. It's cold, but it's just cloudy. But we rapidly fall apart here between, looks like around 11 to noon and 3 o'clock. So this is 11 o'clock. According to this model, snow just moving into York County. But watch what happens by 3 or 4. Most of the state is in the snow. And I think this snow, because it's overrunning over the top of a warm front, is probably pretty hard stuff. So moderate to maybe heavy snow during this time period, staying all snow through the afternoon. And then this model, I think, is a little quick moving it out, but it does move out by kind of early evening over southern Maine and the middle evening over down east Maine. We could end with a little bit of drizzle. I don't think it's really a factor, though. As far as accumulation goes, it'll be mostly snow for the vast majority of the state. So if you do the math on that, if we start at noon and we end at 7 and we're going to get 3 to 6 inches of snow, it means that we probably have to have snowfall rates, especially in this bullseye, of 1 inch per hour. So that's where that heavy stuff comes in. And that's why I think the evening commute's going to be tough on Thursday. And even kids on buses in the afternoon on Thursday over southern Maine, at least, and western Maine might be a little dicey as well. So Friday is quiet behind this storm system. Saturday is quiet. Then Saturday night, Sunday, here comes our next one. This one's a little bit beefier. We've got this low that's going to sit down here and try to develop in a kind of a good spot for Maine, which is right over Cape Cod or just southeast of there. That's off the top of my head, either a 4 to 8 or maybe a 5 to 10 kind of storm. We'll probably have a map for that tomorrow. 2 maps for the price of 1 again tomorrow. We've been doing a lot of BOGO sales here. So we're looking at, depending on your location, we could be picking up between 8 inches and 12 inches over the next week. And then we've got one coming maybe mid next week as well, although obviously it gets a little fuzzier the farther out you go. All I can tell you is if you run the long range models out as far as they go, and they go out farther than I would ever show you because they're just not very accurate. But just one every 3 days, it either buzzes us or hits us, or buzzes or hits us. So we're in that kind of pattern now.
Great for snowmobilers.
Yes.
So if you have one, join your local club so they can have the money to go groom those trails,
Now that the
and
snow
then you
is
can go
finally here.
ride.
Right.
We can all enjoy it. All right, Keith, thank you.